The invisible system. Why popular creators control attention without you noticing. Most people believe influence is loud, manipulative, obvious, aggressive. It isn't. The most powerful influence is quiet. It feels natural, comfortable, familiar. And that is exactly why it works. The first illusion: choice. People believe they choose what they watch. In reality, most of what appears on a screen has already passed through thousands of invisible filters. Algorithms predicting emotional reactions. Engagement models measuring your pauses, rewatches, scroll speed. Behavioral patterns built from millions of users like you. The system doesn't ask what you want. It predicts what will keep you still. And stillness attention is currency. You think you found a creator. In truth, the system delivered them to you because your behavior matched a pattern. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. The emotional hook nobody talks about. Popular creators don't just deliver content. They deliver emotional regulation. They calm anxiety. They validate frustration. They give certainty in a confusing world. Your brain registers this as safety. So when a creator speaks, your stress drops, your focus narrows, your defenses soften. This is the same neurological pathway activated during trust bonding. It feels like clarity. It feels like truth, but it's often just emotional alignment. The brain prefers comfort over accuracy. Why intelligence doesn't protect you. Smart people often believe they are immune. They're not. In fact, intelligent minds are often more vulnerable because they can rationalize emotional attachment in sophisticated ways. Instead of asking, "Is this true?" they ask, "Does this make sense?" And when something sounds coherent, the brain stops checking. That's how ideology sneaks in quietly. Not through lies, but through incomplete truths repeated confidently. The subtle shift from curiosity to identity. At first, you watch for information. Then you start agreeing. Then defending. Then identifying. Eventually, disagreement feels personal. This is the turning point when ideas stop being tools and start becoming identity. At that stage, criticism feels like attack. Doubt feels dangerous. Alternative views feel threatening, not because they are wrong, but because they challenge the emotional structure you've built. This is where influence becomes internalized. The system thrives on polarization. The algorithm does not care about truth, growth, or wisdom. It cares about watch time, reaction intensity, repeat engagement, anger, fear, admiration, outrage. These last longer than calm understanding. So extreme voices rise. Nuance disappears. Everything becomes simplified, dramatic, absolute. And the more extreme the content, the more visible it becomes. Not because it's right, but because it keeps people watching. How to break the spell without rejecting the world. Freedom isn't about deleting apps or rejecting media. It's about regaining internal sovereignty. Start with this. 1. Notice emotional spikes. If something makes you feel instantly righteous, angry, or validated, pause. 2. Separate message from messenger. Ask what would still make sense if a different person said it. 3. Delay reactions. Truth survives time. Manipulation needs urgency. 4. Seek contradiction. Not to argue, but to test your certainty. 5. Reclaim silence. Silence is where independent thought rebuilds itself. The quiet reality. The most powerful people today are not influencers. They are people who think slowly, question calmly, and refuse to be emotionally hijacked. They don't chase every narrative. They don't need constant stimulation. They don't confuse attention with truth. And that makes them dangerous, not to society, but to systems that profit from distraction. The final truth. You don't need to escape the system. You only need to stop letting it think for you. The moment you do, you're no longer just watching the world. You're actually seeing it.